I love ECO. I think it's an experience where you get motivated. You go to a conference to get motivated, to get jazzed up, and a lot of times when you get back, sometimes that can kind of wane a little bit. But what I think I love about ECO and the reason I keep coming is the value of the information and also the power of collective unity of this amazing group of people working together to help people. And I always get, even though it's a little bit overwhelming, I always get lots of clinical nuggets, practical things that I can bring back, implement into my own practice that I know is going to make us better.